All right, guys. Today we have a very, very special guest with us. He's produced multiple songs. He's directed multiple videos, worked with the top artists and celebrities in Bollywood, Hollywood, all across the world. And now he's putting his foot to the gates of full movies in Bollywood. Without further ado, we have a very, very special guest, Rupan Bal. Everyone welcome him.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad to be here. And let's talk about my career. I'm a movies. I'm very excited. This is fun part to be always talking about myself, because the amount of effort and struggles I did to get here is insane.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, you've been in the space of producing content, movies, film for probably 2 decades now.
Yes.
How long has it been?
I started in 2007 with Just Rain, and ever since then I have not stepped down. I was 14 years old when I initially started making content creation, but when I met this meet, I was 17, and the day never stopped.
The days never stopped. The grind never stopped. Yes. And now you've made the movie. You directed the movie Ehna, Rehna, Sehna, Aaunda.
Yeah.
It's huge. It's doing amazing. I personally watched it as well with my family. We had an amazing time. Genuinely, a really good movie that explores topics of people coming to Canada, the PR status, the animosity between two groups.
Yes.
A really deep movie with some fun twists and turns that he does as well.
Yes.
How was that experience like? First time stepping into the full feature-length movie industry. That's so experience. How was it?
Making a movie was my dream. I guess every filmmaker's dream is to make a movie, and it's very hard dream to sustain or make or even achieve. I've been thinking about this from the last 10 years. Maybe when I was acting or being comedian or directing music videos. My end goal was always making a movie, and it took me 3 years to even start up the process of thinking, writing, scripting, finding the producers, finding that casting. So it was tougher than I've ever thought, and as it's still releasing, still in the process of taking the momentum where people keep watching for a couple of weeks, of course, or months. It's out of box. I never thought of having this much trouble or stress in my life,
Yeah. So what you're saying compared to anything you've done, music videos, YouTube, this was definitely the most work that you put in, like a single thing.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
Yes.
Very, very exciting. Very, very. How brain has nervousness and exciting part, insane part. I don't know the right term.
Okay.
So I guess the both triggers at the same time. Yes. It's tough.
You stay on your toes.
Yes, always on the edge.
No, definitely. I mean, were there any key moments when you were directing this film where it was like, some bloopers, some funny moments, some things that were unexpected when directing this film? Anything that comes to mind? I know it was probably a while ago, but
yeah. The mystery of the movie where the twist happens in the movie. I mean, people watch it, they will know. But
no spoilers.
Yeah, there are no spoilers. But that's really the toughness. Making Mandy Tucker and Jesse can understand their characters, make sure they actually do it right. Because I've seen that kind of stuff in Hollywood, the switch ups and everything. But making a Punjabi actor do that and he sustain that through the whole 1 hour was really tough. But it was fun too at the same time.
Yeah, I feel like it was a unique role for all these actors involved, like Emo, Rishi, everyone involved in this movie.
Yeah,
they're amazing actors. Yeah, they know what they're doing. Yeah, this was putting them in a situation where they haven't been before.
Yeah,
new script, a new idea,
yes.
Especially in today's economy and today's time where there's a very trending topic.
Yes.
So I think this was a very unique step for them. What do you think?
Oh yeah, even breaking some walls, of the cinema or taking liberty in my way. The Murshi madam, she's legendary. She just won Padma Shri Award in India. So getting her to tell Kings was really tough because she has some kind of director playing from years. So telling her like, hey, no, you had to look in the camera and everything. And she's like, oh, there's no one looking in the camera ever in the cinema world. There's no one, you can't look at the camera. So breaking those stuff was really tough too. But I guess these actors were so professional, so good at what they do. And then we had such a close-knit relationship. Yes. We were pretty much family during the movie and after we were right now too. So that was eased up everything for me.
Yeah. I feel like it's one of those movies where it's such a powerful topic that even 5, 10, 15, 20 years down the line, people are going to think, oh, remember that time in Canada in the 2020s?
Yeah.
This movie was a great representation of it.
Yeah, it's exactly like COVID. We're never gonna forget COVID. So the fight between students and all the citizens over here is a memory.
100%. No, it's a great memory.
Yeah.
Yeah. And coming to that topic of Nirmal Rishi, the last monologue that she had at the end of the movie,
Yes.
the very powerful message.
Yes.
What does it mean to you? I know the message was along the lines of students, their parents, and as well as people that live and grow up here. Very powerful. It was at the end of the movie, so therefore it was something that stuck with the audience.
Yeah.
What does that message mean for you?
The message was for everyone, not just students, not just citizens, but for the parents too. You know what? Like, I understand these students come here to study and they work and they have triple fees to pay. But at the same time, when these parents in India, they send for other reasons. They don't send them to study. They send them to work so they can pay off their mortgages or house rents or anything, So they put the pressure on these kids. And these are 18, 19-year-old kids who haven't stepped outside of their house or have not experienced a country like Canada or America or Australia. And the more that I do over here, the parents are always telling them, look, don't just keep sending money back. And these kids get into depression or anxiety or that's why they commit suicides or going missing. And that's alarming, and nobody's talking about this. So the speech was really important. So just because we want money, we put our kids' childhood or future in distress just because of our own needs, So it was really touching for me as well to get that speech in the movie, and I saw people getting emotional. Yeah, that was pretty much winning for me.
That means you did your job perfectly. Yeah, it was a very emotional film, and that's actually a leeway to my next question. It was a very powerful topic, emotional film. So how did you find that balance between handling that emotion, but also maintaining that humor in the film? I couldn't even hear the movie most of the time. People were lagging behind. Yeah, the whole audience was laughing. Wow. But there were certain parts where everyone was silent. Or paying attention to the topic. How would you balance that?
So this topic is such a non-commercial topic, and I'm a commercial director. I work for Karan Aujla, Honey Singh, Basha.
Yep.
Working with these guys and understanding what commercialness is, I have to bring up commercialness in my movie as well. So comedy was the best way, and making people laugh and experimenting. How I experiment in Karan's videos. I put a monkey on his yes and no, or make him fly in the air, and same with Honey Pal, make him do stuff that he never done. I had to do something for the audience too, and that's what I not relieved things in my trailer. I didn't put too much in my trailer at all. So I want people to come over there and get excited, and even if they're laughing, I want some twist where people are like, holy sauces, I never expected that. Like we just talked, So even though we know of it or we have seen it, but for a Punjabi audience, it was very fresh.
Yes. I mean, I was talking to you before as well. It was 1 hour or like something like that in the movie, and then the twist comes. Yeah. It was so unexpected. The whole audience was like this, but it was such a good way to really show the message off. Yeah. You could have done the movie like just, a regular movie, simple, and then done the message at the end. Yeah. But that's switch.
Yeah. We have to be in each of the shoes to understand.
Exactly. And that was so beautiful. Thank you. What a beautiful movie as well. And there was a podcast or a talk show post a few years ago, a very prominent talk show, I don't want to say his name. But he got on a call with someone over the phone, like those types of conversations, and he said they were talking about students. They said, Is that where the inspiration comes from?
Exactly. That's where I saw the whole topic starting. I mean, the name starting.
Yes.
Then the pretty much even me, like, I moved out of Brampton because all these international students coming in, and then in 2005 or 2009 is when we started moving to Brampton, and just white people started moving out, So they probably called us in urban Hawaii as 100%. And now we are saying to them that these guys don't know how to live in that. Full circle. Yeah. And they probably calling us the ignorance and name. So it's a momentum, It's like who knows how to live in that. So I should have put a question mark at the end of the title, but I missed that. Maybe next one, part 2,
part 2.
Yeah. So my whole process was to make people understand each of the lives, so they can understand. They don't, if someone is living a low life or a high life, at least they can understand the problems, struggles, or happiness.
Oh, yes. I feel like that's something that people struggle with, right?
Yeah.
Like you said, when we moved into Brampton in the 1990s, early 2000s, I'm sure the white people were thinking something.
Yeah.
And now students are coming in and now they're thinking something, and in the future, something else is going to happen.
Yeah.
So this is a really solid foundation of, you just have to step in the person's shoes and see it from both perspectives, and you'll fully understand that no one's here to harm anyone.
Yeah.
Everyone's friends. We're all Punjabi. We're all family. If you're Punjabi, Muslim, Gora, whatever.
Yeah.
We're all humans.
Yeah.
And if you step into each other's shoes, then you understand both perspectives.
We all bleed red, no matter what. Other thing was Indians were getting global hate. Another stress to make this movie was because we all are getting global hate just because of viral food videos, where you see this guy sitting on the, Kole Vandrea. You guys see these radio videos like they were does nothing, and they went globally viral.
Yeah, it's hard.
And then all these guys who can drive and they're getting accidents, especially this one happened recently or something. So we have such a global hit right now. So I need to put it down. I'm like, we are such an amazing community that we help a lot. We do a lot of seva. We feed like hundreds of thousands of people every single day through gurdwaras, mandirs. So I need to put some positive message. Because all this negativeness, there should be some light to showcase, hey, we're not such a bad community. It's just 1% bad isn't everywhere. It's just we are billions, so there's 1% even more. So my whole stress was to bring us together. We should not be talking bad about each other. That's the thing. We are just because he's interdisciplinary, we're like, oh, this guy is bad. But he's 18 years old, 19 years old. I remember when I was 18, 19, I wanted a Mustang or a Challenger or Mercedes. I wanted to party. I wanted to go to club. I wanted a girlfriend, So if these students are coming without their parents and they're international, they're from Punjab or India, it's not their fault. They want a Mustang too, They want to drive fast. It's part of nature. It's part of livelihood or age. So instead of putting negativeness or stigmatization, we should be overlooking it and be like, hey, we should be guiding these guys how to live.
You're right. Exactly. We should be guiding them.
Yeah.
And do you think like the government plays an important role in this in terms of guiding them when they first come to Canada? What do you think is the main message of your movie, and how do you think we should go as a community moving forward based on your message?
There should be, I'm still trying to learn the whole process of, even the movie is not like, I don't want to show a message, but it came as a message, yes, or as advice. There should be programs teaching these guys, there's signals over here. They should not be jaywalking, or they should not be overspeeding or making illegal U-turns.
Yes.
I guess more stricter laws should be coming in, or penalizations for long actions. The government has to use easy laws. Just slap on the wrist is not going to teach kids. I remember if my mom slaps on my hand, it just doesn't hurt as much. It slaps on my chin, So I guess the government needs to be more secure and make sure there are programs for new immigrants. They already are, but even for in-transit kids, so they have more civic sense.
Yeah, and you said it amazingly when you said that we bring students here when they're kids. Yeah, essentially they're not adults yet.
Yeah, they're not adults yet.
They haven't even most of the time stepped out of their pen.
Yeah, they're 17, 18 when they're coming over here.
Yeah,
from grade 12.
And then you bring them to one of the most powerful economies in the world. Yeah. You expect them to behave like they've lived here for 50 years.
Yes, yeah.
It's not only unfair, but it's just not reasonable.
No.
So we have to put something in place, and we have to kind of tolerate them. We have to teach them.
Yeah.
Rather than pointing fingers and saying, well, you're doing this. Yes, run raw back to your country.
Yeah.
We bought them here.
Yeah.
The law is...
Yes. We show them Canadian dream,
Yeah.
Like they come study here and then you get here. And then that's why they're coming. But imagine us 17. I don't remember if I got G1 or G2 at 17. Yeah. And then these guys are coming over here and then they have to get G1, G2. They never driven a car in India. And they come here and they have to buy cars. They buy Jettas, Electras, Mustangs. And imagine it's their age, they can't help it. And this, whether it's a white guy or a black guy or a brown guy, it's same. It applies to everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone want to buy these kind of cars, or I want to live a party or life. This is normal.
It's normal. Yeah, exactly. That's you put it perfectly. It's normal. You've always had a very strong connection to the community,
Yeah.
whether that's the GTA, whether that's Ontario, Canada, US, whatever it may be, especially the Southeast Asian communities, Punjabi, okay, everything like that. Do you feel like you hold a responsibility when it comes to telling us what's going on in today's time, teaching us what to do, like how you did with the movie? Do you feel like you have a responsibility when it comes to this because you've been on YouTube, you produced amazing movies, amazing music videos when it comes to these big artists? Do you ever feel that way?
I would say my responsibility was to make sure we have a sustainable cinema. For me, advising was not as responsibility. My thing was I had 100% Canadian crew on the movie, from director to cinematographer to even spot boy, even a cook.
Really?
Yeah, he was Canadian. Even the light man. So my job was to make sure that just because there's an Indian film coming to Canada, Canadian shop, we don't have to hire people from India or bring them over here, of course, and underpay them, because that's not underpay them. I mean, that's high pay for them. But we should be employing Canadian crew, Canadian cast. Even my cast, most of 60% was Canadian. I had a lot of international students in it. I had a lot of international, Canadian-born kids working behind the camera, in front of the camera. My responsibility was to make sure that we have a Canadian Indian cinema going over here. And I feel like I'm the first one to ever step in this and do that. First Punjabi Canadian director who shot with 100% Canadian crew.
Yes.
And I feel like he should inspire people to make more films, because if there are more directors, more actors over here, we will have such a great cinema over here. Yes, so that's my responsibility, and I pretty much, I think I fulfilled it, because I'm with my producers end up spending so much more money just because I told them we have to hire Canadian crew. Yes, otherwise we could have shot for so cheap and get it done. But of course, but just because I feel like if one person does it, everyone will follow it.
Yes. And I feel like a lot of these movies that tend towards topics like this, and like very powerful topics.
Yeah.
They say one thing but do another.
Yeah.
They talk about this topic, but yeah, when they're filming the movie, when they're directing it,
Yeah.
they completely diverge from what they were talking about. So if you were to hire people overseas, I had to pay them. What's the point of putting the message over there? But you're just a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't do that.
Yeah, you do that.
Yeah.
And another thing is, a lot of Bollywood and Indian movies and Punjabi movies, they're very mythological. Yes. They take a tale or love story, a girl on a mountain and father doesn't want to agree. And, it's always like same story 300 times in different ways. I wanted a real cinema. I wanted real topics. I want 2025 cinema. And nobody will want to do that because it's such a non-commercial stuff. People don't want to talk about real problems. I feel like I had an opportunity and should be taking it. And this is why I started Aaunda as a first movie, as a first project, because it's a real topic. It's a real name. Has real problems behind it.
Yes. Do you feel like that's missing in the Bollywood and Punjabi movie industry? A lot of the times these topics aren't addressed because there's taboo towards them.
Yeah,
they want to talk about it. Or you took the courage to make that. Do you think it's missing in the industry, or do you think the industry is moving towards that now? They're becoming more open-minded.
No, not at all. They don't care. They just want to do stupid action movies and stupid love stories. I mean, they're good once in a while, but to watch. But you mass produce this over time. Like there was Jot, what can you do? Action, then another action, push another action, and a war. How many times are you gonna make same action movies out to cookie cutter? And how many times you gotta blame another country for the same thing? How many times you gonna fly a helicopter? Let's talk about real cinema. Let's talk about real problems. Let's talk about how Hollywood does it. They create a lot of comedy issues. Like even say they talk about marijuana. They bring such a comedy message. We should be open. We should be more liberate. I guess we should be coming more out of these love stories and war movies and these hate movies. There's more in cinema. Maybe that's why Bollywood is on slump right now. So we should be showing new topics as well.
Yeah. I feel like the industry should realize that these types of movies that are cookie cutter, hiring the best actors and putting them in the same situation again and again, it's not working anymore.
It's not working.
You need to be more innovative. You need to not follow Hollywood, but learn from what's working. From build upon it.
Yeah.
And just do something original.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Something original. 101%. That's the key. That's the key. Even Hollywood, I believe, like they're just doing Mission Impossible 4, Mission Impossible 5, Jurassic Fire, Falling. Yeah, they're the same thing, and it's not working as crazy. Even they need new topics, and maybe they should explore Indian culture. Maybe because we have a lot of topics. We have a lot of crazy amount of topics. I can't even explain like in all these minds I have stories I have in my mind, but it's just a start. Yeah, maybe we'll take over Hollywood.
Yes.
10 years or 5 years.
I think we will.
Yeah.
I think there's a very big chance we so. Yeah.
Because we have a lot of English-speaking actors now, whether they're based in Australia, Canada, America. But like all these guys are inspiration for us. So Riz Ahmed, Mindy, you name it. There's thousands of people I can say they can stack and tape over now.
Exactly. And going back to Nirmal Rishi as well, the main topic of the movie. First of all, how would you put it into your own words? What was the original idea behind it? And was there ever a moment when directing the movie, when writing for it a few months in advance, was there ever a moment where you were like, whoa, this is really happening? Yes, I'm about to go to this direction. I'm maybe uncertain.
Yeah.
Did you ever feel that way?
No, not at all. Because I was preparing this from last 2 years. So I was very certain. I knew what to cut. But I definitely learned a lesson never to edit and get sound designed, except for Canada. So I got sound designed in India, but I regretted that. I should have done over here. But even though it's something technical only I can understand, and the message, I believe she delivered it very well.
Yes.
There should not. I didn't had any hiccups with any of the actors. They were very smooth to work with, really fun to work with, and we shot in Blue Mountain. Yes, amazing community. They help us a lot.
Okay, cool. Well, I think we've wrapped up most of the topics about your new movie, about your past and whatnot. Let's go to a rapid fire segment. So I'm going to ask you 5-6 rapid fire questions. First thing that comes to your mind, bro, just say it. Don't even think about it. Say it. Be honest with it, right? First thing, is there a favorite spot you have in the GTA or Canada when you go to eat? You're like, I always want to eat here.
Burrito Boys.
Burrito Boys.
Yeah.
Wow, it's just a local chain.
Yeah.
You like burritos?
Yeah,
Mexican food?
Yeah, I love Burrito Boys.
Yes, yes. What's your favorite thing to do in your pastime when you're not working on movies, film?
Playing with my kids. Honestly, I love playing with my kids and my dogs.
Yes. How many kids do you have now?
I have 1 kid and I have 2 dogs and I have 7 horses.
7 horses?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What are the breeds of the dogs?
They're Maltipoos.
Maltipoos.
Yeah.
Chote.
Yeah. And then I have other dogs too, but they're wild.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the horses I didn't expect. I
Yeah.
think the audience expected that.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay. If you had to spend a day with an actress from the Punjabi industry, who would it be?
Definitely Sonam Bajwa.
Sonam Bajwa, yeah. Why?
I mean, she's beautiful.
Okay, got it. Yeah. That's a good choice. Yeah. Yes. What about the just overall actor, guy or girl? Who would it be?
Say it again.
Like if you had to spend a day with a guy, girl actor, maybe like let's say
Sonam Bajwa and Diljit Dosanjh.
Diljit.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Sonam Bajwa, because she's such a marvelous actress. And even the actress I had, Mandy Trucker, she's so marvelous, such a good actor. So, I mean,
Those two.
together.
Yes, together. All three of you one day.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. And then out of all artists, which ones would you want to work with specifically? Is it like Karan, Diljit, or Honey Singh? Out of these 3 artists.
So hard. All 3 of them, they're so amazing. All 3 of them, they're my good friends. So if I had to choose one,
Yes.
obviously Karan, because I've been living with him since he was, like rising star.
Yeah.
So
How long have you known Karan?
since he was no one.
Wow.
Yeah, from zero.
So you guys go way back.
Yeah, literally from bottom. He started from the bottom.
Started from you guys came up together. You guys have filmed so many amazing music videos, done probably other work that I don't even know of.
Yeah.
How's your experience with Karan so far? Seeing him grow.
He's a brother. Even Honey Singh, he's such a brother. I've known for him the last 10 years as well. Same time as Karan. They're brothers, they help me. They talk about me and they encourage me and a helping hand, So I'll talk both of them. Karan has been such a beautiful soul. He's been there for me when I was no one and he was no one, and now he's so much so one, and he's helping me to get me there as well.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's very heartfelt.
Yeah.
So tell the audience, just to wrap everything up,
Yeah.
what are some future plans with Ehna, Rehna, Sehna, Aaunda, maybe number 2 that's coming out at the end of the movie that was revealed?
Yeah.
As well as some other plans with artists, maybe Karan Aujla, Diljit. Do you have anything lined up for the future that people can know about?
I definitely want to work with Diljit. Obviously, Shah Rukh Khan is on my list as well. And Karan Aujla and Honey Singh. I mean, God grace, these things happen in a couple months or a couple of years. But I'm always open to try something new. And I am working on an English topic in the English language for us, for Canadians, because I feel like there's so much stuff missing for us. So that's my next target, to work on a Canadian topic in English so the whole Canada or America can watch it.
Wow. Yeah. That's amazing. I'm looking forward to it. Well, thank you so much, Rupan. Really appreciate your time. I know you're a very, very busy person, and this means a lot to us, for family. Appreciate it. And that was the podcast episode, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in.